From last time we spoke and shit, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm finally out for that shit. The last time I talked to you, I was fucked up. I feel like you could tell.
When was the last time we talked? Was that?
Bro, that was like at the start of this shit.
No. So this is interview number 2 or 3?
This 2.
No, I think it's 3.
Not this 2.
No, this is 3. We did it. So you fucked with me at the 060s. That was the very first, you know what I'm saying? In the motherfucking trenches. And I think we did one after that at the greenhouse. If you know about the greenhouse, off Auburn. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never do an interview up there?
We ain't never did the interview there.
This can't be interview number 2.
This interview number 2.
Number 2? Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? I thought we might be doing 3 or 4, right?
No, Prev don't fuck with me.
But you know what I'm saying? That I feel like the Mexican Latin community of Lubbock feels that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a nigga had to go tap in with the easiest person I could tap in with. You know what I'm saying?
Where it all started. You know what I'm saying?
Hollywoodville. I think you might have been like interview number 3.
Just Ville.
Ville? Okay, so when did you officially change the name? We talked about the name change.
Yeah. The name, I kind of used that just because I was in that area. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was in that section and shit like that. And I wanted people to look at me in a different manner, you know what I'm saying? Because when they don't know where you from and shit like that. Because it's just perception. And I feel like I haven't had, like, a lot of cameras around me to, like, vlog my story and shit. So a lot of people don't really know unless you know it. Like unless you... The ground base of the motherfuckers who was fucking with me from the start. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just feel like there's a story behind it, but it ain't been displayed. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything is barely. Cause what do you think when you hear Ville? You know what I'm saying? Or Hollywoodville or whatever the fuck 806ville.
Well, I thought you changed it. I thought one time we talked. I thought you changed it so you wouldn't be. I thought you changed Ville. I thought you stopped going by Ville.
Nah, never.
You know what I'm saying?
If I change anything, it's gonna be the idea of like what I call myself before Ville. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why my tapes be called like Versatileville, Sideshowville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that, cause it's just like I'm just building shit around Ville. It's kind of like a different character every time. I don't want to be boxed in whenever I drop my music, cause shit, you might hear some singing shit, you might hear some rap shit, you might hear all kind of shit, you might hear some Spanish shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might hear a little bit of everything on this new project, so.
So what's the new project gonna be called?
Versatileville 2. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna really call it Versatileville 2, but Versatileville wasn't called Part 1. You know what I'm saying? It's Versatileville.
You know what I'm saying? So I was glad to get on social media and see my dog was still at it, and as usual. The presentation's always on point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell me about this new feature with Peso, how that all came to be and all that. The one you just dropped the video for.
Yeah, so yeah, that new video, if y'all haven't, make sure y'all go check that shit out. We just put that shit on YouTube. It did like 10K in like 2 days, and I feel like it got like a lot of real good feedback and shit like that. Real Tune TV, man, shout out to y'all, they posted it. Say Cheese, we finna get it on there and shit like that. By the time this shit come out, I don't know if it already had been posted, but they told me they gonna post it, so. What was you saying?
How y'all come to do the song?
Oh, how did we end up doing the song? So yeah, pretty much. When I was on probation, you know what I'm saying? I had flew back over here. I knew they was coming to the city. Came back over here. Motherfucking. Who threw that show?
You know who threw the show.
Who threw the show?
You know who threw the show.
Who threw the show?
You know, I threw the motherfucking show.
You feel me? So look, I pull up to this bitch. Yeah, they say Trill Sammy was gonna be there. I always fuck with Trill Sammy shit. I just wanted to tell them. You know, when people come to the city that I fuck with personally, I'm gonna pull up. You know what I mean? Brick Wolfpack, Rich Greedy. Wow.
We actually had some names out that night.
And then, you know, Peso had pulled up and shit, and I asked my brother, like, who out of these people should I work with? Because I came back to do the show. Like, what I did is I tapped in, you know what I'm saying? They told me the show, if I wanted to open and shit like that. Hopped up on there, perform. I feel like we got a good little feedback from that crowd. You feel me?
Nice little turnout too.
And pretty much after that, I was just coolin', coasting. Saw him, he was right there, right where I was at and shit like that. Plus, I was on stage when they was performing, so we was kind of around, like, just around each other, you know what I'm saying? And my brother had told me, too, before, like, if you do something with anybody, you should do one with Peso, because, like, he just really fucked with him, you know what I'm saying? And that night, too, Peso was showing my big brother a lot of love, you know what I mean? It was, like, a genuine, they came, pulled up, and, of course, I think something had went wrong with the show, right?
What happened? Oh, yeah, bullshit, yeah.
Some money situations or something. I don't know what it was, but I just knew he wasn't trying to pull up and not do nothing, you know what I mean? So you get at somebody like right there in the spot and just like, shit, let's cut up. I fuck with this shit. I heard a couple of his shit I had reached out and he just came together like he did it, you know what I'm saying? For a great little price. He really ain't even charged me. At the end of the day, he just kinda was like, shit, I'm here to let's do it. If we could do it tonight, let's do it tonight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So how'd y'all come up with the treatment for the video?
Shit, I've been seeing his videographer, D Green, go crazy on the net as of recently and shit like that. And I kind of was just put in a position to have to find a videographer to, you know, go with me because I was trying to get someone from here to shoot it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this shit just worked out like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was gonna be in the city too, so I tapped in. Shit, he was like fucking with the song and shit like that. And he was like, shit, let's do it. Peso actually gonna put it on his page too, but this shit I don't even really care for them to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Then when I was there, we ended up making a new song. It's called Jeepers Creepers. Like I said, man, everything that I did, I set that shit up, you know what I'm saying? All the way around, like I tapped in with Goto's and we made some shit come together.
So what's next? What is the plan for the project? So you number of singles, or you just gonna just drop it just like that, or you know what I'm saying? How you plan to do this rollout?
I don't really be having no rollouts, like cause I still don't got the team, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what we lack as artists is like a true team and shit. I got people that fuck with me and shit like that, but I don't know if you be seeing me and shit like this shit. Half the time you see me, I'm really by myself, you know what I'm saying? That's why you put up by yourself and shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's that's
I
the way it goes.
Like, I don't fuck with nobody, but at the same time, I don't shy away from people that want to help see my career go to that next level. Cause right now, the year just started. It's 2023. Feel me? So it's like, it's a new year. It's time to really like, you know, take in the business side of this shit. Last time I spoke to you, I told you all this shit here, like 90% business, 10% music. So it's like, I'm just trying to piece two and two together and make this shit, you know, just, cause everybody used to tell me and shit back then, like, yo, music, it's different, you know what I'm saying? You don't got like no genre to you, just do whatever you really want to do and shit. And they just like, cause I had some shit play on the radio station here in the city on 104.9 and shit. Shout out to them. They also let me work there for a little bit, cause I thought that I would learn something, you know what I mean? So I ended up working there trying to learn like how does this radio shit work. And I don't know. I don't got no team.
What's your perception? What did you take away from the radio out here? Cause I do feel like the way the radio stations are ran out here are different, at least from the city that I came in and some cities I've been in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what was your takeaway?
I feel like I ain't learned shit. You know, I know that I kind of kept trying to put it in their ear when they were doing like, if you're an artist, cause back then everybody wanted to be like an artist, like. There were like so many artists at one point that we did a cypher, remember? Yeah. Shit like that. And they were doing like something where they would play like local music on Fridays and shit like that. So I got my shit to play a couple times, and that's when people kind of started pitting that shit in my ear that like, I can like, they like, you could really be global, you know what I'm saying? If you stick to like the singing shit and then the shit that you doing over here with the rap shit, like just, cause they know how like, I don't really like to stick to nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to beats, and if I hear something, I just try to like do something to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be by myself, I just be motherfucking trying to find the tone for shit, a cool little melody, and really just tell a story, you know what I'm saying? Paint a picture and shit like that, so. But like, when it comes to rollouts, I don't have one and shit. But I do plan to just, I plan to drop shit on it, couple features on it. And then after that, just, drop them shits as a single as well, like shortly after, just so that way they can still get that traction and shit like that. And then I'm gonna press up with some people in Houston and just keep networking, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about nowadays, is just networking. What can you do to put your shit out there? So what am I doing? Like, I'm really just putting my shit out there. I'm starting to learn. I just learned how to do like that. You were just talking about the Facebook ads and shit like that. Yeah. Like, I'm learning all that shit now,
So like, how do you... Cause one thing I've always liked is like the aesthetic of how you kind of control like the visual, your visuals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's still or motion and shit. How do you kind of like... And it's also done in a way that if a person doesn't know what you got going, they wouldn't think you're here in Lubbock. How do you utilize Lubbock in a way that it doesn't look like other people's shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what you mean? Like just being like, oh, like how do I utilize shit around the city and shit?
Cause remember, I was just like, I know where this is.
Yeah.
I know where this is. But like, you'll watch it and that, how come other people's videos don't look like that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
where's
like,
where's the other, like, you know what I'm saying? Where's the, like, creativity or whatever, like, what are you doing that kind of sets yourself apart? Like, and it does set yourself apart, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I grew up watching hella movies. You know what I'm saying? When I was just, I really did just at a time when I was a sponge, you know what I'm saying? I was soaking in whatever kind of knowledge and shit and watched hella movies, and from the movies, what I took away from it is, with a song or with anything, they put emotion in it. They always play songs in movies, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So there's a tone you can set with a certain song, and I don't know, that's kind of what I do. That's what I do whenever like we get together over here in the city and shit. Like, I just pick my I collab with whoever it is I shoot with, you know what I'm saying? I just tell them what it is I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And we come together on where it's gonna be, and then from there we kind of just pick each other's brains.
Are you down to work with other artists still?
In the city or just?
Yeah, in the city. I feel like after artists do music here for 1 or 2 years, they don't feel like they need to work with each other anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm always working with people here in the city. My goal, when this shit all said and done, is just sign a couple people from the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I want to, like I said, man, I'm trying to pick up on the business side of this shit. I ain't trying to just do this shit and just waste anybody's time, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to motherfucking get familiar in this here music scene and just kind of show people what the ins and outs of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because growing up, bro, I just ain't had that help, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people wanted to do music and still to this day do music, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people say, I see you. Whenever, like, when it comes down to it, like, they whether I'm with them every day or not, they see this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's like a 90% chance that the person that I come across seen the recent shit that I just dropped, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually learning how to be strategic with this shit. And I'm trying to get into content. I'm trying to get into all that shit. Like, I got a little following on TikTok and shit like that. Like, this just wise words from, like, people like King Lil G. When I got to go on tour with King Lil G recently.
Yeah.
We was backstage and shit, listening to all kind of music and just, I talked to him about his upbringing and shit like that, how he came up off of, what he come on? I don't know what it was. There's, like, something that, where they would do, like, they would drop mixtapes with him.
Yeah.
I forget what that shit called. Because we don't use it nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But long story short, he was just saying, like, his advice to me was, like, shit, take advantage of the shit that you already got going. Like, there's a lot of shit that you already got at play. Like, if you got a little following on TikTok, use that shit to your advantage. So I'm trying to learn how to get familiar with, like, the content and shit like that and open up and allow people into my life. Because, truthfully, I ain't never really, like, I'm an off-the-camera kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? I try not to really, like, I don't post as much as I could or should be when it comes to, like, snippets of new music and just, you know, how's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on in real life. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what I go off of and shit. Trying to motherfucking get better by the day and just improve my mindset and shit. Like, if you ask me what I've been on lately and why I've been solo still, is because, like, I'm trying to I'm surrounding, and when I do actually do shit, I'm surrounding myself around successful artists, you know what I'm saying? People that I feel like I could pick their brains and shit. And God willing, these people are accepting to me. You know what I'm saying? Being I'm from Lubbock, Texas and shit like that, because I feel like a lot of people don't know that. They question if I'm from Hollywood and shit.
Yeah.
Hollywood was like a perception.
Even out here?
For sure. People still be like, are you from Cali and shit like that? If they don't know me, you know what I mean? But just like, shit, I can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you don't know what, shit, fuck it. Because right now, you know, until the city's fully behind me, it's like, whoever's behind me, you know what I'm saying? But I really be there and shit like that. Or I be over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just like, I'm everywhere. I'm an everywhere kind of guy and shit. So I'm learning from people like Kev G and shit. But what was you gonna say? Go ahead.
So tell us about the PS5.
My bad.
What we got going with that?
PS5. So pretty much the PS5, why I even got this bitch next to me is because I'm thinking on this project, I'm gonna do a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if they would like that. I'm thinking we might do it like you was asking if I want to work with any artists from this city. Like, does any artist from the city want to work with me? Because I'm going to do an open verse. You know what I'm saying? On the project, whoever wins that, you know, I'm going to pay them. You know what I mean? To be on my shit, and then I'm going to re-upload it as a remix to fill in that blank.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on the project. I'm not going to say which song it is because I feel like they got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? They got to go check it out. See how you feel about it and shit like that, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, the PS5 pretty much is next to me because I'm thinking doing a little giveaway, you know what I'm saying, to the people that ain't doing music and shit like that. I know a lot of people had to spend a lot of money on their kids, you know what I'm saying. Recently, Christmas just passed and shit, so it's just that time of year, you know what I mean. I feel like doing something. I feel like we need to start coming together and shit, start doing more food drives and shit like that. Yeah. Whatever we could do, you know what I'm saying, to truly, like, help give back to the community and shit. It's still kind of bad. You drive over there downtown, motherfuckers sleeping outside.
Nah, for real. It's 39 degrees outside.
I got friends that got business over there and shit like that, and I be having to tell people, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't really be in this area, like, we conducting a business over here and shit like that, but I don't know, that's neither here or there. I just rather, like, try to help get people off the streets if we can, you know what I'm saying, like, when people come laying on the front of the door, it ain't even so much showing them a way and shit like that we looking at. It's more or less like, you know, if we could come together and just kind of help, like, tell them where it is they need to go and shit like that, so that way they can, not for real, try to at least, if not, maybe get them in a room, you know what I'm saying, put them in a room. Shit, it was cold as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told them, like, because I ain't want to fuck my shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you tell them something and they feel offended because it's cold as bricks out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker might just come back and shit right out the front door or wherever it is you at. You can't play with them people, man. They ain't got nothing to lose. Couple people out in this world, them ones you ain't trying to fuck with.
Yeah, so.
But I told them, I was like, man, look, I throw them a little something. Said, go on ahead, try to get you some, you know what I'm saying, something cheap for the night and shit, and just get up out these streets if you can.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been 2 years. So we in the beginning of 2023. Let me get your top 5 806 artists.
Top 5. Dio! My top 5.
Yeah.
I got AU, Free AU, and my motherfucking brother, man, he's still locked in them feds right now. Free AU. When he comes back, I'm gonna make sure and see to it that he puts his music out there in a serious manner, you know what I'm saying? Same way people see me, same way they gonna see him. DOG, 2. BBM Dion, 3. I fuck with Stunt, you know what I'm saying? 5. There's a lot of people. I fuck with Fix, you know what I'm saying? I like Fix. I like what he doing and shit. He's staying consistent. What I like is consistency, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and people that I named. Minus the first two, I feel like, you know, cause I know bro's circumstances and shit like that, and I know both their circumstances, you know what I'm saying, and I just feel like there's a time and place when you will see them rise as artists and shit like that, and even if not, you gonna end up hearing DOG's production on this new tape that I'm finna drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like but I got way more than that, you know what I'm saying? I really fuck with the whole city. I love what they doing and shit like that. And I'm actually finna do a feature for somebody out the strength, you know what I'm saying? Just cause when I see certain people, I like to tap in and just say like give them a little thumbs up or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm never too cool cause I know some people out in like Vegas, you know what I'm saying, that really about their life too and shit like that. And they'll comment on my shit and they'll share my shit. If they don't share it, they'll, you know, at least throw the thumbs up and just let me know that I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? In a time where shit feel like everything feel wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucked up time in life still for a lot of people. So I'm just trying to, you know, take initiative, just put some true knowledge out into this motherfucking world and just have people supporting each other shit and shit like that. If I ain't name you and shit like that, it's all good. I'm seeing you, you know what I'm saying? Keep working, cause my goal is this. We got you a kid, you a teen, you an adult. You know what I'm saying? Now how long you're an adult, it's truly up to you on how you're perceived for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And what I want to do before I get to that 30 mark is just establish my own label, and I want to fund and, you know what I'm saying, sign myself to that label, let them know, look, if I got it going with the music, then I want to try to help a couple people get their shit off and shit like that. I feel like it's always, cause with Lubbock and even asking who's the top 5 or whatever and shit like that, like really there's no top 5, you know what I'm saying? Like no one, to my knowledge, like no one is gonna get that Buddy Holly statue and shit like that. No one got the idea of getting that motherfucking statue next to Buddy Holly, you know what I'm saying? According to my knowledge. I don't really talk to every single person and shit like that, but that's one of my goals, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to a top 5, like, I can really just say myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my top 5. I truly believe in myself. And then I do got a couple Villes in there, you feel me? There's Hollywoodville, Versatile'ville, fucking 806ville. Shit, just all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what my next tape gonna be called. But we just gonna keep dropping them bitches and we'll figure out like a real rollout, you know what I'm saying, with some street promo and maybe even a listening party, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do. You know what I mean? Like, you really be out here, like, networking and trying to show people a lot of love and shit like that. You put people on a lot of game, but at the same time, you know, you got to use your resources, too, your knowledge, too, to your best abilities. And one of the best things I think you do is you show me love. Like, you ain't never... It'd be fucked up to say you ain't never really charged me for no promo, you know what I'm saying? But for real, like, he always fucked with me from the start, so I fuck with you as well. And I feel like we could put 2 and 2 together and shit like that. And I know I don't tap in enough and shit like that and say, like, what I'm thinking, but you can tell it's in there, you know what I mean? So that's what this year consists of. This year consists of motherfucking getting familiar, getting out there and, like, you know, bringing some big artists to this city and shit like that. You be seeing like Texas Tech, the fraternities.
They be out here
bringing people. They brought Tory Lanez whenever like people didn't really know too much who he was, but he was already buzzing at that time, and they brought him, and God was good. You know what I'm saying? He told me to press up on him. You know what I'm saying? Bring him a little something and shit. I pressed up on him, and then I feel like from there I started establishing a relationship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like if I see him anywhere in this lifetime, he gonna know how I am. He gonna know how I am, who I am, and what I'm doing.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? I plan to work with Tory Lanez in this lifetime.
Man, you manifesting it. So
and
give me one goal.
But I want to bring Tory to cause that was what I was saying is that was for like some Texas Tech shit. I want to merge this year with Texas Tech as well. And throw like an all-age kind of event to where if we bring like a Tory Lanez, what's that place over there by the motherfucking by the highway over there, by the loop, where they sell the fireworks and shit, that country place. They be selling that bitch out.
Yeah, I forgot not the ballroom, but I know what you're talking about.
Feel me? That or still to this day, my goal is for me to personally sell out the Civic Center and shit at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit like that, like something major. But till then, like once we get the finances right, the team right, and I get some people that understand what it is I'm trying to do, like an all-age event.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring people like Post Malone, Tory Lanez, Russ. You know what I'm saying? Like artists that I fuck with. Like people that did people like Tory, Free Tory, by the way, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even want to speak on that situation, but I just feel like Free Tory, man, cause right now in this time of life, like he was doing a lot. Like to me, he was doing a lot of uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Aside from like feeding into the antics and shit like that when he did and shit, but he a good dude by art. You know what I'm saying?
So we had on our way out, if you had one goal for 2023 that we can come back and check with, we'll come back and check in with at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play this clip and we're gonna play the whole little montage of 2023. What is that goal gonna be?
Shit, my just for this year.
Yeah.
Just a motherfucker get that motherfucking label off the ground already. You know what I mean? Start establishing that motherfucking credit and just use the resources that God gave you and shit like that. And my goal is just to like be more like put my shit out there more. We doing good right now. Spotify at like 12K. You know what I'm saying? Monthly listeners and shit. YouTube growing by the day and shit. Like I get like 4 to 8. You know what I'm saying? A day.
Yeah.
Feel like shit's going up slowly but surely and shit. So just to be more established, you know what I'm saying? Have more features out there and shit like that. I want to work with a lot of new talent and shit like that. People that's really doing their shit, working hard. Hopefully I work with a lot of people that y'all know and shit like that. And this is, you know, this interview's for Lubbock, so it's really, but it's for the world, you know what I'm saying? Like at the same time it's for the world, but I'm saying though, we got a lot of shit we got to do, so. As a city, as a collective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to, hopefully I see this grow, you know what I'm saying? I see everything we doing grow. That's all I want to see is motherfucking somebody from the city skyrocket. Everybody just, I already see it, you know what I'm saying? I already see people going up, so shit, all I want to see is growth, you know what I'm saying? Someone to put on, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm going to keep working. Try to make sure it's myself at the end of the day, cause shit, this motherfucker in this game, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be competing for real.
Nah, for real.
I'm not competing with nobody, but shit, I'ma definitely pop my shit when it's time, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like my time really creeping up, like shit really just starting to come together, you know what I'm saying? We starting to really have motion, like, I don't know, man, life is good, God is good. And shit, I hope to see you grow. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to keep taking it, you know what I'm saying, one step at a time. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
for the new fans, the old fans, the hating motherfuckers, those are true fans.
Yeah.
Where can they keep up with the music? You know what I'm saying? Find you online. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, subscribe, and all that.
Shit, it's usually 806ville. Feel me? That's why I be throwing that shit up all the time in the cause I finally got that name and shit like so. I mean, cause like it's me, you know what I mean? Like ain't nobody trying to take my name. That's my motherfucking name. You know what I mean? That's really where I'm from. So I'm just kind of like paying homage to my city, while I do my shit now. You know what I'm saying? So that way people don't confuse my name and shit. Like who am I? I'm motherfucking Ville from Lubbock. You know what I mean? Shit, it's gonna be a good year. Shit, when all this shit come together and shit. Even by the time this shit out. Who's to say, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, we finna get all these blogs and start posting and shit. They get the city behind it and shit like that. Then shit, we really gonna go up as a motherfucking collective.
That's real. All right, man. Great interview. Thanks for coming to sit down. We finna get this shit popping all year.
Yeah, it's real.